welcome to Baby Tarot, and this is the tarot series of Where We're At Wednesday. Be sure to follow me on all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Botanicabby. Every Sunday I post this pick a card called Soul Sundays, where I really call on you to pick a card that has an affirmation that could possibly help you on your soul's journey, okay? So they have a little heads up on Wednesday when we dive deeper with some energy oracles and some more affirmation. You can follow me on those platforms so you can already have your card picked and be ready for the message that I deliver on a weekly basis, okay? So we're gonna go into our card selection. We have 3 cards here. Whatever card or cards your soul is pulled to, please hear those messages, receive something out of those messages, and take that on with you throughout your journey, okay? We're gonna go straight into the card selection right now. Hello everyone, and welcome to the card selection part of this video. We have 3 groups. We have our first group with rose quartz, our second group with our clear quartz, and our last group, group number 3, with our black tourmaline. Take this time right now to really breathe in and think about which card you are drawn to, which crystal you may be drawn to, and ask yourself in your spirit and your soul this question: what does my soul need this week? What does my soul need to foster this week? And what can I learn for my soul this week? If you are ready, you can go ahead and make your group selection. But if you need a little bit more time, please feel free to pause, take your time, pick your group or groups, and then hear the message that Spirit has for you for the rest of your week. Hello group number 1, this is your Where We're At Wednesday with your soul's affirmation of adversity. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So this week with this card, I call people who chose this card to look at their tower moments as learning moments and look at all of the opportunities that they've gone through, experienced as an Hello group number 1, this is your Where We're At Wednesday with your soul affirmation of adversity. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So this week I called on the people who chose this group with the rose quartz to think of their tower moments as learning moments, to think of all of the challenges and the things that they've gone through and experienced as an addition to bettering their self. With life, we're always learning and evolving, and sometimes we go through places where we're not at our best. We don't feel our best. We're maybe doing something or dealing with someone where we're just like, it's just not working out, or we just feel like our life is not, that's not our life purpose at that moment. But look at all of those things that you've gone through and endured. It says the challenges on the card. So look at those challenges and all of those experiences as just being a part of your life journey, being a part of this journey that you're taking to get to your better self ultimately, you know? You have to understand that accepting those challenges make those moments learning moments, make those moments moments where you'll remember what you did wrong and remember what you could have done better, and you take that and you move forward and you learn and you deal with things better, you deal with people better, you live your life better. So that's really what adversity is about, really learning and accepting those challenges in all of our lives that create, you know, moments where we can learn and just really think about moving forward and how we can move forward better. So Spirit, what energies do you have surrounding my group number 1 with adversity? We have the 4th chakra. So that's the heart chakra. So I feel like a lot of y'all have been maybe with dealings of the heart or dealings with things that are close to you that you love so much, you know, maybe have caused you a little disappointment, or you're in a rocky road with them. You're in a rocky road with the moment that was dealings of the heart. It could be a job that you love dearly. It could be a person that you love dearly, a situation that you're invested in that is causing you to really look at it as a learning moment. So we have storm warning in reverse. So Spirit is really telling me that right now, that all of those things that you've been looking at as definite obstacles and definite just letdowns, it is not a storm warning for you. It is not the end all be all. Those things have not overcome you. You are still on that path to adversity, which is ultimately learning and taking those challenges and learning from them and bettering yourself. So Spirit is telling you through this card of storm warning in reverse that this is not where you end. This is not where the storm conquers you. This is not where the waters rise over you. But this is a moment where you can learn and you can move forward. Adversity is about the future as well, not just looking back on those challenges and those obstacles. It's looking forward, past those obstacles and past those challenges in a way that teaches you how to do better and how to live better in the future, okay? So that is what Spirit is telling me. We're going to pull some further affirmations to assist you on your journey to affirmation, on your journey to really releasing anything that this heart chakra has caused you. We have doubt here. So a lot of y'all, you're doubting the process. You're doubting all of that you've been through. You're looking at it really like I've wasted time. I don't know why I'm going through this. Maybe some of y'all at this moment are really looking at those challenges and saying, why have I gone through this? Why did I have to experience this? But with doubt, the affirmation comes to, I release the need to know all answers. A lot of times on our soul journey, y'all, we're not going to know answers to everything. We're not going to know why Spirit is leading us in a certain way. It is moments where we really do not know what is going on. But Spirit is telling you right now that you're definitely not going through a storm. You're definitely right now getting more aware of your heart chakra and really the matters of the heart and how you've been dealing with things. With this heart chakra, maybe this is emotionally dealing with things, honestly, because we can deal with things in the physical, but how do we deal with things in the mental? And doubt, maybe with some of y'all in this group, maybe mental doubt, doubt that you express only to yourself. So it says, release the need to know all answers. Like I was saying, on your journey, you may not know every single turn. You may not know every single experience that you are going to go through. Life sometimes has a way of letting us experience things that we never knew that we would experience before. So on this journey to accepting those challenges and accepting those multiple situations that you may have had to learn from, release the need to know why you had to go through it, because it's a learning thing. You learn from it. Whether you know it or not, whether you're accepting it or not, you've learned from it. We have forgiveness here. So with forgiveness, it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I feel like a lot of y'all, I'm sensing that maybe you need to forgive yourself for looking at the situations that you had to learn from as maybe a storm warning or as maybe something that was really wasting your time. Forgiving yourself for not looking at it in a way that made you accept it and learn from it. Forgiving maybe a person that you had to learn from. Like maybe they've showed you their true actions and you really had to experience them showing you those actions. And now what it is what it is. Forgiving that person, releasing anything, releasing forgiveness, out into the atmosphere. Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness over yourself, forgiveness over an experience that you had. Looking back on it as a challenge that you best learned from, It's hard in itself, but I'm holding on for my group number 1 that Spirit is saying that this is not a storm warning. Like I said before, this is not something that is an end all be all for y'all. This is literally just like a little bump in the road, a little speed bump per se, maybe. Some of y'all are like, it's a little bigger than a speed bump. It's a bumpy road. Spirit, what messages do you have for my group number 1 with a rose quartz, dealing with this adversity, this doubt, this forgiveness, opening up this 4th chakra, knowing that this is not a storm warning, that this is only a learning experience for them? What other messages do you have? We have growth. That's powerful. So it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Group number 1, learning to accept your challenges as learning experiences is growth, because not all of us start here. Not all of us get to this place of looking at all of those speed bumps in the road and looking at them as learning experiences, you know, looking at them as little humps in the road that teach us different things and teach us how to evolve differently and change differently, you know, with the surroundings around us and what we have going on. So it says, growth, I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. This awareness is adversity. This awareness is awareness over your challenges and what has brought you to this point where you have to learn and where you have to accept challenge. That is awareness. That is growth within itself, you know. Growing on this journey with forgiveness. Like I said, forgiving someone or something, you know, that's causing you to learn from it. Forgiving yourself, most importantly, for things that you've done in the past. Just taking those things that you've done in the past as learning experiences. You know how to better move now. I think that's the most important thing. You know how to better move now. You know how to better be equipped for the future ahead. You know what's up. You know what's up. So we have love. We have love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. I really say, y'all, see good in yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself through this journey, through doubt, forgiveness. Love yourself through this growth journey. Love yourself through all of your challenges. You know, a lot of challenges people do not see. People outside of us do not see. You may see your own challenges and know that you're going through that. Love yourself through it. Never give up on yourself to learn and keep learning and keep evolving, you know, to keep growing ultimately. Love yourself enough to practice good adversity, to practice good forgiveness, to practice releasing that doubt, to practice your overall growth, you know. The main thing that I took from this group number 1 is that this moment where you're dealing with challenges that you have to learn from, this is not a storm warning. Group number 1, you are equipped with enough love for yourself, with enough growth inside of you to get over those bumps in the road, to get over dealings with your heart chakra that may be really hitting you. You're learning how to deal with those things. You're learning how to deal with those challenges. You're learning how to accept them. Spirit is saying that this is not the end all be all. This is not your biggest storm right here. And I don't say that to scare you looking for it like, oh, I'm going to have like a ton of storms. No, it's just saying like, this is your journey, ultimately. This is your growth. This is where you love yourself. This is where you grow and you love. Like, honestly. You grow and you love for yourself. You grow in love, you know, as you keep going through your journey and as you keep living life, you grow and you love. That love evolves. You evolve. You change, you know. You forgive. You release that doubt. You practice better adversity. You know how to do all of those things when you get over those challenges and accept, you know, their experience in your life and what you could learn from them, okay? So that is all I have for you, group number 1. I hope you receive something from this message, and I will see you on next Wednesday. Hello, group number 2 with the clear quartz. You have the affirmation this week of health. It says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So how are you feeling? That's literally what I asked on my post. I was like, how are y'all feeling? Because health could be mentally, health can be physically, health could be, you know, spiritually. But I wanted the people who chose group number 2 to really think about their true desires and their true wants for their physical vessel, to really take out the time to plan out how they want to honor their physical vessel, their life on earth, their life path, their journey right now. And health really calls you to be responsible, calls you to be aware of who you're giving your energy to, what you're giving your energy to. Health is definitely something that we have to keep up in order to physically and all mentally, spiritually be all together. Like health, we have to have health of all three parts of our body: mental, spiritually, physically. So when you're not feeling good in your vessel, you're not truly honoring it. You're not truly taking the time out to fulfill the desires of your body, fulfill the wants of your body. You're really not using it to its full capacity. You're not 100. We can't always be 100, so I won't say that. But you're running low. Maybe running low. Maybe a little low for the people who chose my group number 2 with this clear quartz. Maybe you're running a little low on health, and spirit's telling you to, hey, be aware that you only have one body, that you only have one vessel, and that you can only do so much, So think about that. So spirit is telling you to be accountable here. We have walking away in reverse. A lot of people who chose group number 2, spirit is telling you right now to not walk away from your responsibilities over your health, responsibilities over your soul, responsibilities over your physical vessel right now. They're telling you can't walk away from that. You live with that every day. You live with that every day. You live with your physical vessel, your body every day. You can't walk away from how you feel. That is going to be how you feel until you change it. So we have all tied up in reverse. Spirit is saying, free yourself and get rid of all of those things that's tying your health up, that's tying you up from really focusing on the honoring of your physical vessel. Right now, some of y'all may be feeling like you have a lot of things going on and you honestly can't get to this part where you are overall thinking about the health of your mind, spirit, and body. Like I said at the beginning, spirit is telling you can't walk away from it. Ultimately, you can't walk away from it no matter how much you want to. You live with your body every day. You breathe through your lungs every day. Are you taking care of your lungs? Are you taking care of your breath, your body, your sight, your smell, all of it? Tied up here. Think about all of those things that's been tying you up. Like really, really sit down. What has been stopping me from being the healthiest I can be? What has been stopping me from being the best self that I can be? What have I been all tied up in? Spirit is telling you with this card in reverse, with this oracle in reverse, they're telling you can't walk away from your body. You can't walk away from how you feel. That's ultimately you. That's all you, right? And then you need to release anything that's tying you up from being your best self. Anything that's tying you up from feeling good about yourself, feeling happy, feeling overall healthy, So, Spirit, what other affirmations do you have for my group number 1 on this journey to honoring their physical health? We have 2 cards. We have discipline. I love to hear that because health requires discipline, y'all. And then we have empathy. Thank you, Spirit. So, we have discipline. It says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. A lot of y'all are going through this health journey right now and you are literally not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You maybe have just started, if it's like your body transition journey or your new purpose or your soul's purpose and really finding out what enriches your soul. A lot of y'all are on the start of it. You've just begun it, And then a lot of y'all are in the middle. A lot of y'all are nearing the end of it. Wherever you are on your journey right now, you have to have ultimate discipline. You have to have the consciousness to say, I can accomplish anything I put my mind to as long as I buckle down, as long as I want it for myself, because Spirit is saying don't walk away. That is something that I'm going to be saying to group number 2 this entire reading. Like, you can't walk away from it. walking away as the energy oracle in reverse, Spirit is telling you it's right here in your face. You have to have discipline in order to face that fear maybe that you have with tackling your health. Ultimately you have to have that discipline. You have to want it for yourself. You have to want to release this tied up spirit that's keeping you from being overall healthy and happy. Okay, so empathy, it says, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. So I feel like with empathy, y'all need to have a vision of your current self and also your future self. With empathy, seeing both sides of the situation, see the situation that you are in right now and see the situation that you want to be in the future. Honestly, practice that with yourself. Practice empathy with yourself, knowing that you are ultimately going somewhere, knowing that you are ultimately not choosing to walk away from your health, but choosing to have that discipline to see that other side of the situation that you want to come out for yourself. I feel like group number 2, we have friendship here. What else do we have, Spirit? For friendship, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And then we have purpose. So with this friendship here, of course, at the beginning, I was like, spirit, mind, and body. But also relationships and different connections that we have can affect our health. So this part of the reading is calling to your relationships in your life, the health of the relationships in your life and how they affect your overall energy. Is your relationship in your life affecting your mental, affecting your physical, affecting your spiritual health? That's a question you have to ask yourself. That's a reflection question that you really have to sit down and be honest with yourself about. It says, friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Figure out that reason, group number 2. Figure out that reason and if that reason is healthy overall for you, okay? Your last card is purpose. So like I was saying, that journey, y'all, and with this discipline out comes purpose. It says, I know what I am here to do. That calls us back to this walk away card in reverse heavily, because Spirit is telling you, you know what you need to do. I told you to pick this card. We led you to pick this card for a reason, because you ultimately know what you need to do with your health wise, whether it's within your spirit, mind, or body, or relationship connections. You know what you need to do. You know the discipline, the type of energy that you need to foster right now in order to release this tied up mentality where you're not focused on your health, okay? So group number 2, I hope that you received something from my message. I send my love to you, and I will see you on next Wednesday. My group number 3 with the black tourmaline, you have this week the affirmation of balance. And it says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So this week, for my group number 3, I asked you to evaluate the imbalanced things in your life and the balanced things in your life. I asked you to do so also without judgment. That was the biggest thing that I really called to. I wanted you to consider, rebalancing some things in your life without judgment of what you've done in the past or judgment of the current journey that you're on right now. For a lot of us, finding balance can be a very stressful thing, because we could either come from the idea of that we should have been, balancing out a lot of things in our life, or we're just really setting in place the balance that we really want to have. Either way, you need to do so without judgment of where you're coming from, because you're ultimately going somewhere. Creating balance in your life, you cannot have the energy of judging yourself or judging what you thought was balanced in the past, because everything is an evolution. You're learning as you're on your life journey right now. You are learning what is and what isn't balanced for yourself. So please find your state of perfect harmony in your world without judgment of past things that has kept you from the balance in your life, okay? So Spirit, what energies do we have surrounding group number 3? We have This one popped out the first. So door to spirit is in reverse. Whew. Door to spirit is in reverse. For you, those trying to find balance, we can sometimes think that the journey to balance, the journey to ultimate like harmony is just so impossible. And we think that we ultimately have to find this balance ourselves. That is not true. We have so many spirit guides around us. Like everyone, regardless of who you are, you have spirits around you that are working in your good, working to put things in alignment in the atmosphere for you to manifest balance, for you to pull that perfect harmony into your life. So spirit is saying right now, really reflect on your imbalance and why you have that imbalance. Maybe it's because of your lack of door to spirit, your lack of awareness of the things and the people, the energies around you. Okay, so it says we have victory here as an energy card. They're saying you can definitely do it. You can definitely do it, group number 3. You have, ultimately, you have the ability to have perfect balance. You know, this card does say perfect harmony. For some of y'all, like, y'all can't, you know, y'all don't want to say anything is perfect, you know, because we live in a very imperfect world. I totally get that. But with this card saying perfect harmony and balance and victory coming out, I definitely see y'all achieving that perfect, you know, achieving that perfect harmony. As impossible as you think it may be, it's impossible maybe because you don't have that door to spirit. You haven't talked to your spirit guides. You haven't talked to the universe about what you want, you know. You may think it's impossible to have that perfect, but Spirit's telling you something different right here. Spirit's telling you overall victory, man. Overall victory, overall just balance and harmony, the achievement of balance and harmony. I feel that. I feel it. So what other affirmations, Spirit, can you give my group number 3 and going forward with creating balance in their world without judgment, opening this door to spirit that they need to have with you, and ultimately taking on this energy of being victorious, of being able to achieve perfect harmony in their life? We have service. Do yourself a service and open yourself up to that door to spirit. That's really what I'm hearing without even hearing the affirmation. Do yourself a service and open yourself up to those guides that got you, you know? It says, I feel good when I can help others. So helping others, helping yourself. We have happiness, so that's where we're going. That's where we're leading to with this balance here. We're leading to an overall spirit of happiness, personal happiness, because this is a personal state of harmony in your world, so personal happiness here. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. On this path, y'all, be sure that you're opening your heart up to spirit, you know. With this door to spirit being in reverse and being the first energy, I heavily feel that the lack of balance in your life is because you don't have that door to spirit. They want to lead you on a path. Ultimately, they want to lead you on a path. We have self-esteem here. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. The gifts that you have right now, gifts that every person has right now is their own personalized spirit guides, their own sense of balance in their life, their own sense of happiness in their life, their own sense of service to their self and others in their life. That is those gifts that you have. You have to keep those gifts in balance. You have to want to create harmony in your life with those gifts, you know. And that road to creating harmony may be a little scary for you, maybe a little fearful for you, but Spirit is saying we are here. You just have to open that door up. You're already victorious. We've already given you that victory, that ability, because you ultimately possess self-esteem and gifts. You already have it. So just open up. I hear that from Spirit heavy on group number 3. And then we have denial. So Spirit is saying y'all really have to be aware of what you've done in the past and how you've been pulling away from your balance. You know, how you've been denying yourself of that balance, how you've been in denial about your door to spirit. Have you truly opened that door to spirit? Spirit is telling you right now to really think about if you have or not. You know, if you have or not implemented that balance, found your personal happiness, truly hold that self-esteem and your gifts to a high standard. Have you done that? Denial, it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the inside of awareness. So that's opening your mind up to that door to spirit, opening your mind up to new types of balance for your life. We can't all stay on the same level in our life. We elevate, and with that elevation comes new balance, comes new scales that we have to balance out for our life, right? Right. So Spirit is saying have that awareness as you move forward in your life, but also have that awareness that we are right here beside you and that we have already given you the victory. But it is a journey that you have to go through, and you have to go through all of these things of figuring out what balance is for you, figuring out what that service that you're going to give yourself and other people, what that happiness is, what that right path is, what that self-esteem and those gifts that you have that you need to put into balance in your life. Spirit is telling you all of that is a journey. We are not here, and you cannot deny yourself. You cannot be in denial over the imbalances in your life, over the lack of direction that you have. Open up to spirit was a really big thing that I'm getting from group number 3. So group number 3, I tell you to go forward with trying to find out who your spirit guides are and what your life path is, and go forward doing so without judgment of where you come from in these situations or the circumstances that you're in right now. And try to always find your personal state of harmony, not anyone else's. You know, happiness and balance is your personal goal right now that you should think solely for yourself about, you know. So with doing that, go forward with knowing that you are on a journey that is leading you to ultimate balance and ultimate victory with this energy right here. That's a nice, through all of this is a nice ending, because victory, knowing that you're already victorious, knowing that it's already inside of you, you know, it's a great thing that can push you forward to getting out of this state of denial, opening that door to spirit, and moving forward in your balance and happiness. Okay, so that is all I have for you, group number 3. I hope that you received something from my message today, and I will see you on next Wednesday.